Okay.
How good are we when it comes to that?
Okay. In Uganda, currently eye care is not taken seriously by Ugandans, and that is why the ministry estimates about 2.5 million Ugandans having visual impairment, and mostly moderate to severe, and about more than 150,000 Ugandans are blind in both eyes, and this is because of the negligence to eye care services.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think explains the negligence?
Okay, most people want to only get eye care services when the condition is really worse and severe, and like you know, many people wait until that time to seek services.
Commonly with all health areas, people wait when it's worse.
Yeah, and actually now, like when it comes to eye care, services are mostly not really affordable according to the many people. Like services are not really affordable for the people, so this also discourages them from seeking services. Yeah, and now it makes it hard for them to be corrected, and they end up having very severe complications, very poor vision, which can be sorted. That is why at Lapea we are doing these services at a very affordable prices, so that these people can come, be tested, and also get our services.
And get to know what exactly the problems.
Yeah.
What are those eye health conditions that normally batter us here in Uganda?
Okay, the most common conditions that are affecting Ugandans, the major one that causes blindness is cataract, which affects majorly people 40 years and above. Yeah, and then that is the leading cause. Then we have refractive errors. Now in Uganda, most of these refractive errors, short-sightedness, which is myopia, it causes it has a higher prevalence in causing impairments. So in Uganda, that is also the major issue. Yeah, and it can be corrected. That's why we are here, to ensure that this is worked on, so that can also be corrected. We have other conditions like glaucoma and other
like
glaucoma.
Okay,
glaucoma is caused by increased eye pressure. Yeah, so that also can cause. Now at Lapea we normally do refractive errors. We want to deal with that. We deal with that mostly. So I think I'll talk about that.
Yes.
So that to let people know and be aware of these refractive errors. Now the leading cause, like I said, is short-sightedness, which is myopia, where someone is able to see things at near, but things that are far, they find it hard to see. Okay. So you notice this when you have to pull something so close to be able to see. You want to have your phone so close. Yeah, you want to be closer to the screen to be able to watch. So that shows that your vision is not good at distance. That is short-sightedness. You also experience strains and irritations. Yeah, so that is short-sightedness. The second one is called long-sightedness, hyperopia. This is where now things at far can be seen well, but at near you strain to see them. Yeah, so this also affects majorly school-going children and those who also spend a lot of time on screens.
Okay.
Yeah, also the elderly, we have what is called presbyopia. Presbyopia is where now you're not able to see things at near, but this is not because of, it's not like a refractive error as such, but yeah, it is caused by age. So you're not able to see things close. You need to push it far. From 40 years and above, that is when it starts. Then the other one is called astigmatism. So this is poor vision, but it's caused by the eye not being regularly shaped.
Okay.
Yeah, the cornea is not regularly shaped, so it gives you different images.
Not regularly shaped.
Yeah, like the cornea, the part that refracts light, it's not regularly shaped like it is. I don't know how to explain to you, but
is somebody born like that?
Yeah, actually that is some, you can be born like that, or you can acquire it. Maybe when you have an eye injury, you undergo surgery and things like that, they can cause that. So it can also be corrected. When you have that condition, images don't appear sharp. You can see double images, you see they appear blurry, you see letters as if they are dancing, so such symptoms.
Okay.
Yeah, so that can also be corrected. All these refractive errors are corrected by eyeglasses. that is the most accessible way of correcting it.
Okay.
And then, but we have other methods like contact lenses, surgical management, and all that. Although now at La Paix, we normally do eyeglasses, which is more accessible and quite affordable.
Do eyeglasses, if I carry eyeglasses on my body, do they solve the problem permanently, or they only temporarily give me some relief with the problem?
Now, glasses are meant to help you see better.
Yes.
Like when you have a refractive error, your vision is not
exactly.
okay.
Would they just help me see better but keep me with my problem?
Now, now that is one of the reasons people don't want to go for glasses. Okay, glasses will help you see better, and when this happens, you avoid straining, because when you keep straining your eyes, then the error keeps increasing, progressing. So when wearing glasses, they help you see better, and again, help your error to be stagnant so that it does not keep progressing. We aim at maintaining the prescription at that, because mostly when it comes to short-sightedness, the error going back to normal is not easy. Because let's say, for example, it will, because the eyeball is long, yeah, in that case, we cannot shorten the eyeball. We can only help you see better and avoid, prevent it from stretching even further.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is something I picked interest in. You mentioned challenges that affect school-going children. I look at them as children, whether school-going or not, and the elderly. It would be understandable if an elderly man has eye challenges. What causes problems among children?
Okay,
These are people that have not seen a lot. What strains their eyes?
Hey, now, children can be born with errors of, like when their parents already have issues.
Okay.
Like, let me say one parent has short-sightedness, that makes the children they also be at risk of getting short-sightedness, and it becomes even worse when both parents are short-sighted. Yeah, so they can be born when they have already refractive errors. Then these days now, many children are also exposed to screens, the devices and all that. So they also do a lot of screen, like they be on the screen.
They expose
for so
their
long.
eyes
Yeah.
to a lot of these gadgets.
Yeah, and that also makes it hard for them to be outside in the normal sunlight, which is supposed to help them and make their eyes develop normally.
Okay.
Now, at the end of the day, you find that these children have developed short-sightedness. They need to be corrected at a very early age, because what they were not exposed to the normal sunlight in good time. They were kept indoors on screens and doing being indoors for a long time. So that can cause that. Yeah, and then we have other issues also that children can be born with, like cataracts. Sometimes children can be born with it. Now they have to undergo surgery, and after that they will need glasses also to help them see better, because now the normal lens has been removed, and what has been put there is an artificial lens. Although it helps them see better, they need something to enhance their vision.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you see, there are things that just come up with life. For example, when we give them tablets, phones, we have talked about this light that we're going to talk about. But what are the best preventive measures when it comes to making sure that your children are not born with eye challenges, with sight challenges? Are there measures that somebody can take to make sure that I don't get to have a child that have issues with their eyes or their sight?
Okay, some of these things you can't really prevent them. If you already have a refractive
At least
error.
with challenges like sickle cell, we know that a couple has to go for tests.
Yeah.
If one of you has the challenge, you can give up on the marriage. Are there things like that that can be done by couples to make sure that at least they don't transmit sight challenges to their children?
Okay, now
it may not be giving up on the marriages, but are there other kind of?
Yeah, because there are other genetic conditions that can also affect eyes. So yeah, it is important that if you have very high refractive errors, just know that it is your children are likely to have the same.
Okay.
Then there are other conditions that when you have, and children will also get them. Like, for example, genetic conditions like okay, retinitis pigmentosa behind the eye, that degenerations. So if your family has that, then you need to know that, okay, your child is likely to have them. So it's important that they are also taken to hospital in good time to see if they will develop that. Then if you're also pregnant, avoiding alcohol, smoking and all those things, it's important because if you keep drinking, it's going to affect the development of your child's eyes and even their body generally. So it affects so many things, and if the body is not developing well, of course the eyes will not develop as well. Yeah, so those things need to be avoided for the child to be healthy.
Now, as we grow old, I think parents have heard that. As we grow old, what are those things we can do to make sure that I can live without glasses even up to 8 years?
Okay, it's important to avoid smoking even when you like normally. Avoid smoking, avoid drinking a lot, and also eat healthy, because eating foods that are rich in fruits and vegetables, they have vitamins that help enhance the cells behind the eye to work better.
Wow.
So that delays development of degenerative conditions. So you are likely to stay longer without degenerative conditions behind the eye. Also, it's important to reduce on fatty diets, because those have a way of making behind the eyes, the blood vessels, they're likely to narrow them, and that can lead to other conditions like diabetes, because we need to also, diabetes also affects the eyes very badly. So it's important that you maintain a good diet. If you have diabetes, then eat healthy, exercise, follow the whatever you've been advised by the specialist about that, to make sure that your blood sugar is always low. Because if it goes high a lot of time, then it has a way of affecting your eyes. Also, knowing your family history, you need to know that if your parents, your grandparents had some conditions, maybe they became blind, then it's important to know that this is likely to affect you and also affect your children. So if you know that, then you're likely you're able to take them to hospital in good time.
Make consultations.
Yeah, because that is really important. You need to do regular eye examinations at least once a year, because that is what is supposed to be done to ensure that other conditions are identified in good time, and if they are there, then management becomes easy.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, as we grow old still, these conditions come. Actually, before I go to that, you talked about light that comes from the gadgets affecting children. Is it only children or all of us?
All of us.
Because now, someone like me, my work environment has a lot of lights. You get? Those of us who work in such environments, you find somebody who is a secretary. She is facing a computer from 8 a.m. till late in the evening, sometimes even towards midnight. Somebody is a producer in the studio, is working, facing a computer like that. How would you advise such people?
Okay, this era, we can't work without devices.
So how do we live safe with devices?
Okay, so what we can do to ensure that we are avoiding some of the symptoms that come with too much screen work, we need to just know, do regular breaks when you are using the device. Just know that being on it for a long time, of course, it will give you some symptoms, strains, teary eyes, redness, and all that. So it's important to have regular breaks when you're working. After every 30 minutes, you just focus at something that is far away for 20 seconds, and that gives your eyes time to blink, to blink, and also relaxes your muscles to avoid so much strains. It's also important to put your screen at least 60 centimeters away from you, like the laptop. You put it a bit far away from you. If it is a phone, at least 30 centimeters away from your eyes. That just helps like reduce the intensity of the radiations going through to your eyes. Yeah, so it's important to do that. Regular rests, blink regularly. There is that forceful blinking on closing your eyes. It will rest your eyes like from the screen. It's also good to use protective lenses.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to have a refractive error to wear glasses. If you're using the screen for long, you need to just get protective
You don't risk your
lenses.
eyes direct onto the screen.
Yeah, because these lenses are made in a way that they absorb the radiations emitted from the screen, so they make your eyes comfortable. So at the end of the day, you are not directly exposed to the radiations, your eye is safe. Yeah, and we have all these kind of lenses at our place at a very affordable price. You only need to book an appointment and come.
I was coming to that. You mentioned it yourself, that eye care is expensive. Many of our old people in the villages are struggling because they can't afford these kind of services. You doctors, professionals, to touch somebody, to even talk to them, you're asking for too much money for consultations. You charge a lot of money for your lenses and all those gadgets, those items. How do you think people can go through such health challenges with services that are very expensive?
Now, and that is why LaPair is here. Because at LaPair we're offering these services, eye examinations free of charge. And this is just to ensure that these people come, be tested, to know what they are going through. We let them know. Even if they don't have any error, we advise them on how well to take care of their eyes. That is creating awareness to make sure that they are aware of this. We're also giving them these services at a very affordable price. Our glasses are really affordable, and also we give them flexible payment plans, so they can pay in installments to get their glasses. Yeah, we're also having we're also getting more clinics to get to the rural places where these old people are, because you know most of these eye services are in urban centers. So LaPair is trying to get to the rural places to ensure that they are closer to the people, to ensure accessibility. Yeah, so that is what LaPair is doing, to ensure that the cost issue is addressed and also accessibility. And we're also creating awareness to ensure that people know what they are going through and that it can be solved to avoid blindness.
Okay, so there's something I want to talk about the old people before I concentrate now on LaPair. They have a lot of health challenges. Somebody has high blood pressure, others have developed cancer, TB, diabetes, commonly high blood pressure and diabetes. Most of our people have such. And again, we are told these also cause some challenges to do with their sight. How is that handled? And how would you advise such an old man or woman who has developed some issues with these or eyes because of diabetes and things like that?
Now, in such cases,
can glasses only help this person?
Unfortunately, not, because it's important that if someone has diabetes,
yes,
we'll always advise them to ensure that they are seeing a physician every month. So depending on what the physician advises, yeah, they should be on medication, they should be exercising and all these things that they are advised. When the sugars are low, then the eyes are safe. But if the sugars keep going high, then the eyes are also affected, and it can cause blindness. Yeah, so it's important that because when they come to the clinic, we cannot give them glasses when the sugars are high. You get, because at that time their vision is not okay at distance. When the sugars are high in the body, you become like, they make you like short-sighted. You can't see things at far. Then when the sugars go low, then your vision goes back to normal. So at that time, we can't give them glasses. What we advise them is to go see the physician, ensure that the sugars are low and maintained. When their vision is, the sugars is maintained for some time, like 3 months, 4 months, then that is when we can give them glasses to help them. But it reaches a point when now diabetes has affected your eyes so greatly that even glasses cannot improve it. Yeah, so when it gets to that level, we just have to refer you to a low vision specialist to give you other aids that can help you see better.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are so many people, actually, let me talk about this. Swag. People that, out of fantasy, have sunglasses on them in the morning, when it is very hot, even in the night. I work here and I see my good friends, artists. They come here for programs at midnight and somebody has these very dark things on their eyes. Is that good for them?
No, it also depends with what the lens the sunglasses have.
Of course, they don't know, because these are things they just admire in supermarkets and boutiques. They buy and put onto their eyes. At least for that, I'm sure.
Okay, for swag at night.
Actually, if you watch them on TV, I'm sure you know that these are not human beings that can go to a medic to find out the details of these things. Some of them are very heavy, decorated, and are these things good for their eyes, really? Are we going to have blind artists in some years to come?
So this at night there is no much radiations, like no, the heat of the sun is not so much. So if they want to have them at night, that is not a problem. But it is not good for them to use these sunglasses if they are not tested, because if you're wearing just dark shades that are not protecting you from UV radiations 100%, then you are just making your eye dilate. You know, the pupil dilates, then that lets in even more harmful radiations. Your eye is able to control light that goes through.
Okay.
So if you're wearing a shade, it makes the pupil to dilate, and this lets in a lot of radiations. Unless if you're using sunglasses that have been tested and they protect you 100% from UV radiations, then you are not helping yourself at all.
Okay.
So it is advisable for them to get these sunglasses in optical shops that are known, and those that are sunglasses that have been tested, to ensure that they are okay, their vision is still good, and they are not allowing radiations to affect their eyes, because these UV radiations are not good. They can cause cataracts, they can cause degenerations at a very early age even.
So these guys who have shades on their eyes from the time they leave their bed up to when they will go to bed, they are in problems. At least even me, a layman in this area, I could tell that. Now, let's talk about La Paix. You guys, for how long have you guys been in this business?
La Paix started in 2018 in Nairobi, and we've been in Uganda from 2019. The main aim of La Paix is to ensure that eye care is accessible to everyone. We aim to give sight to everyone, make it available to everyone at an affordable price. So we also create awareness to ensure that many people get these services, many people know their conditions, and all this. Now in Uganda, started in 2019, and we have several branches. Currently in Kampala, we are on Kampala Road, Chisementi. We are also in Mukono. We have another branch in Jinja and Barara. Yeah, but we have also
something small about the swag. Then there are people that buy clear glasses. They're not shades, they're not anything, but somebody admires it on the stall and he puts on their eyes. Is that okay?
Now, there are those clear lenses that have anti-glare. Anti-glare helps with reflections, too much reflections. Yeah, so when they are using them, it could be that maybe they have a refractive error, but they are correcting it, but the lenses are clear. Or I realize some people just buy frames on the street and wear them.
Yes.
So that doesn't really affect anything, doesn't change anything on the eye. If you have an error and you are wearing that, then it's not helping anyway. It's not changing anything, not protecting you from the radiations,
or affecting you.
Not helping you with the error you have. Like, it's just like wearing earrings.
Okay, let's go back to La Paix.
Yeah, so I
You said you are in Uganda since 2019. You were talking about the branches before I diverted you to swag.
So I have mentioned the branches we have in Uganda.
Yes.
We also have several branches in Kenya. We have other branches in Mali, Benin, Togo, and Burkina Faso, Ivory Coast. Yeah, so it is a Pan-African eyewear brand. So we are all over Africa.
We are winding up. I heard that you guys have a campaign. What does it entail? What do you intend to do in this campaign?
We just want to create more awareness and let people know about La Paix.
Okay.
People want to let them know what we offer, and that they can reach to us at any time. Yeah, because we are open all the time. We need them to come, be tested. Our main aim is to ensure that blindness is reduced in Uganda and in Africa. So that is what we are aiming at, to ensure that we reach many people all over Africa to get these services. Let them not be afraid of the cost because we are here.
How much do you guys charge? For example, if I come for a test.
Now, you just need to book an appointment because of the COVID stuff. We need to just book an appointment, come in for the test. The test is free. We just test you for free. And then in case you have a refractive error, then we offer you the kind of lenses that we have. We have them starting from 105,000. You get a pair of glasses. That is a frame and the lens at 105. Then depending on the need, because if you're also affected by sunlight, you will need something to protect you from too much sun radiations. That will go at around 180. Then we have another.
That is a frame and a lens that has both.
Yeah.
Okay.
It has a frame, a lens, your prescription, and also protects you from sunlight.
Okay.
Then we have those that work a lot on the screen. Like now you said you also do a lot of computer work, didn't you?
Not computer work. I work in
light,
an environment like this.
Okay. Yeah, so people who do a lot of work on the screen, we also have lenses that can work for them. So they protect them from the blue light. They also protect them from the sun. If they have a refractive error, they will also have their prescription, and that goes at only 230.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that
even
is a
from
lens with almost
everything,
4-in-1.
Yeah. Everything with the frame, the lenses, the case that keeps the frames, yeah, and all that. Then we have also glasses for the elderly who want to just put them on to read. Yeah, if you want that one for reading only, it's also 105. You just put them on. You choose any frame you want. At that cost, you get your glasses.
How can a child, P3, P4, a primary school child, who has to be supported by glasses to read at that age, between 4 to 10 years. Can that child be helped to get rid of the glasses, or what assistance can be given to this child?
Now, depending on the kind of condition the child has, it is advisable. If now you see, sometimes we correct.
Can the child be helped to drop the glasses and be on their own?
Yes. Like I said, depending on the kind of error, because there are those children, maybe they are using glasses because their eyes are squinted at that young age. They're trying to make sure that the eye also learns how to see. You get, so they can be using the glasses just to ensure that the other eye is also learning how to see. Yeah. So at the end of the day, once the vision is okay in both eyes, they can drop the glasses. There are those children now.
Can the glasses alone help to enhance the vision?
Yeah. Glasses enhance vision. So
to a level where they can be dropped and the eyes are on their own?
You know, we have glasses that help correct, that help like therapeutic.
Okay.
Yeah. And so if the child is using glasses to ensure that the eye is aligned and is able to see well, and then when the eye is now aligned and okay, then they can drop the glasses. Okay. But there are those conditions that the child cannot drop glasses, or maybe after some time when the condition is reducing, then they can have the glasses, but with a lower prescription than what they had at the beginning.
I thank you so much, Mercy. Just your closing remark about La Paix to the person watching us as we wind up.
Okay, to the people watching, it's at La Paix, we are offering services at a very affordable price. Just reach to us, book an appointment, and you'll get all these services at an affordable price. Remember, when you're going for examination, body examination, your eyes should also be a priority, because if your body is fine and your eyes are not fine, then you're not going to enjoy life, because you need to be able to see, to take good care of your body generally.
Thank you so much. Her name is Mercy Ndinyo. Your title again?
I'm an optometrist.
She's an optometrist, yes. We thank you so much for watching. Your eyes are very important for your body. Very important. You can have everything fine, but when those two parts of your body have a challenge, the challenge becomes general and it will affect all that you have to do. So, this information is for your own good. My name is Michael Jordan Lukomwa. Enjoy the rest of the day. Bye-bye.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala.